We're making a chicken dumpling soup, which is what you're going to want to make at this time of the year. I mean, look, it's snowing outside. So this is a really super simple recipe, and there's ways to cheat it if you want to. You can use homemade chicken stock, which you can make by using up the leftovers of your roast chicken dinner.
Which I was just doing in my pressure cooker.
Were you?
Sunday.
Okay,
I was indeed.
So you'll know all about it. So you can use up the leftover roast bones, and they'll actually give you the most flavour. But I'm actually using chicken thighs for this recipe, and you can skin them and you can take out the bone. And actually, you take that skin from that chicken, you can crisp it up, and it's gorgeous, sprinkled in popcorn with a little bit of rosemary. That's a Nigel Slater tip, and it's gorgeous. Nice. I've done it. Not the healthiest, but this is slightly healthier. Okay. So we've got our stock coming up to temperature, and I'm just going to get these softened down. We've got some carrots, a little bit of onion, and some celery. And what you want to do is
just the basis of a good soup.
Exactly.
What do they call that?
So this is basically going to give you that base flavour. Now, normally if you have a really good chicken stock, you could almost just do this without that base flavour, but we're going to add a little bit of chunk. You need something to eat. As my granddad would say, you need a bit of eating and drinking in a soup. So that's what we're after today. So a little bit of salt and pepper.
Gorgeous. It smells like Christmas in here today.
Well, that's all the bay leaves and it's these simple flavours. But that's what this recipe is all about. It's all about simple flavours. So anyway, that's softening down. We're going to add the stock back in here. This is what we have once it has come up to temperature. And at this point now, we have some chicken thighs, and we're just going to add a tiny touch of flour.
You've taken the bones out, skin off, and it's just the thigh meat.
Exactly.
Which is very moist, isn't it?
Very moist, but also it's great flavour. I think you get much more texture and flavour when you use the chicken thighs. So we've got a little bit of salt and pepper. We're going in there with some chives. Now, this is something, if you're thinking, what will I make for the kids at home tonight? This is the one. It's all simple, meals in minutes, really, really quick. So we're going to give that a good mix up. And basically, what you get left with, once you've mixed this up, are these gorgeous little chicken dumplings. I call them dumplings, but they're actually chicken meatballs, so that's what they are. But they're fantastic because you plop them. You can fry them off if you want to, but if you wanted to kind of brown them up alongside here. But what we're going to do is pop these straight into that soup, and literally they take minutes to cook off. So once you have your little chicken dumplings in there, I would say
wish you'd stop saying that, because that's my pet name for Ruth.
What, dumpling?
My little chicken dumpling.
I call her my little chicken dumpling.
I don't want to know what goes on in your house.
My little turkey neck.
You're living dangerously, Eamon. Very dangerously. Do you let him away with that, Ruth?
Oh, don't worry, he's very brave at work, Donal.
I can tell you, when he gets home, you pat a beret around him.
Who does the cooking there?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, me.
I love your Instagram little cook-alongs.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic, yeah. I'm trying to get you back in the good books now. You might not get any more of them after this.
So living in LA now, a daddy now, congratulations.
Daddy now, yes, thank you very much. Yeah.
How is LA life?
It's
warmer
great.
than this.
It's a little bit warmer. As I said, we've probably chosen the worst month to come home, but I'm over in London to shoot a cookbook, so we've been busy working on that at the moment, and yeah, a little bit colder than back there. But yeah, anyway. So we have our chicken dumplings. Once they have cooked off.
And how long did you say? About 5 minutes?
About 5 minutes, yes. So I'm going to come precariously behind you with a really hot pot of chicken soup. And once you reveal, this is what you're after.
Oh, see, that's gorgeous.
It's simple cooking. This is what this is all about. Really simple cooking.
It sort of verges on a stew almost, doesn't it?
You get a little bit of the meat in there as well, yeah. So
it's what your granddad said, a bit of eating and a bit of drinking.
A bit eating and a bit of drinking, you can't go wrong. And it really is, simple flavours. Now, the other thing about this recipe is it's very customisable. You can adapt it with lots of things. And I actually make a Thai version of this with a little bit of fish sauce in there, a little bit of coriander, a little bit of lime. There's plenty of options, but this is probably this is what you're going to want to be eating around this time of the year.
Isn't it all terribly healthy eating in LA? Like nobody eats fat or carbs or...
There is a bit of... It's like there's two variations of eating in LA. One is like the fast food, junk food, and then there's that really high-end, like, adaptogens, and there's all this, like, green juices and stuff like that.
Wheatgrass.
Or all high on mushroom coffee and things like that.
Oh, that's a new one.
What's an adaptogen?
It's these... I actually don't know enough about them, but I'm really glad you asked that, Eamon. Basically, they're good for your immune system, they're good for energy levels and things like that. They're kind of part of Chinese medicine, I think. I hope nobody quotes me on this, but anyway.
I'll stick with your chicken soup.
Stick with the chicken soup. And that's the sort of rib-sticking food at this time of the year. Is gorgeous.
Flavours are delicious. Thank you very much. We look forward to your new cookbook.
In September, yeah. Available for pre-order.
Well, welcome home to the snow.
Thank you.
I think we should go out and interview you about your cookbook in LA.
I think we should come and visit.
Next time, rather than putting you to all the trouble of coming
bringing
back
the soup all the way in the suitcase. It's tough work, really.